All right. Sound check. I need to know if y'all can hear me. Just more people come in. Oh, yeah, let me grab my notes. Grab my notes. Let me fix my hat. Yo. Hi. Can you hear me? Am I heard? Can y'all hear me? Where'd it go? Okay, cool. Dang it, I had notes, but it seemed like um they're not they're not there. Yeah, probably. Maybe I need to close it. Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. All right. So, um, hey guys. Hey, how you doing? How are y'all? Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing well. Um, I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Um, I have a very special message to deliver today. I mean, every message is quite special, but this one in particular, the wind is picking up because it's that intense. Like, yo, like so. Basically, um, and it's crazy because the wind plays a part of these notes that I wrote this morning. So I woke up this morning. I had like this I had this message that came to me like instantly, right? Um, and so basically, it goes like this. I'm gonna just tell you my notes, okay? So it starts off like this. There is a profound shift that is underway behind the scenes. Things have already been set in place. In this reality, there's a big shake. So I didn't really mean, hey, how you doing? I didn't really mean to make it sound so poetic, but that's just what happens, right? So anyways, um a shift in perspective would be most best. I'm seeing a roller coaster ride, and on the roller coaster I sit in the front row so I can see the curves that are coming next. Right? What dips are to be seen, but there's people in the back. They can't see what I see. I see a shift, a profound shift coming. That's me. I'm talking, voice talking. I'm voice text. What is that? Voice talking, voice text talking, whatever. I'm doing that right. I see a profound shift coming, but perspective is going to need to shift. Those that cannot see are anticipating a literal downfall spiral, but those that can see are enjoying the ride instead of being in fear of fear of it. Water is significant. Grounding is significant. Earth energy is significant. The wind she speaks, she has a message. This profound shift will cause some to be distracted. There's a great deal of change, details to be drawn to. Oh, details. And I was drawn to Virgo as an Earth energy, right? Uh, Virgo energy of details. So details like paying attention to details and stuff like that. Gemini is communicating said Gemini is communicating said information with the mouth, seeing hands and mouth. So the hands and mouth. 727 is on the clock now that I mentioned this. Anyways, uh seeing hands and mouth, seeing an image of a beetle crawling on the ground. I'm hearing the word unexpected. I'm being drawn to the perspective energy of a beetle's outer shell protecting the soft inners. I'm gonna pause right there. So as I was sitting here, um, I saw a seagull, and the seagull had like it looked like it had some food, and it looked like it was amongst some juvenile seagulls. And I'm just gonna assume that it was the parent, like it was like maybe the mom or dad or whatever. I don't know. Make sure when y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all tap the live, okay? Make sure y'all double tap the screen. Tell me thank you very much. Just want to put that out there. Anyways, so back to the message. I saw a seagull. The seagull had this thing in his mouth. It was food, of course, and it was a little crab. It was a little crab. And the I was just wanted to say that part because it's very significant. Just not right now. Just keep that in mind, okay? Okay. So Gemini communication, seeing hands and mouth, seeing the image of beautiful. Oh, okay. So the shell protecting the innards, the soft innards. A scarab beetle, clear channel communication. I'm being told to tell. I'm being told to tell the time. It's 8:40 in the morning. The number eight. The number is eight, and four is equals 12. 12th house energy, hidden enemies of the 12th house, the unseen house. I heard spiritual guidance. I heard grandma, auntie, and uncle. As the time turns to 8:41 in the morning, my attention is drawn to the number one behind the four. I heard there is a particular person. Somebody knows that that somebody knows that they can't explain how you just can't explain how someone knows that so either you're going to find out through this reading that you're going to be put hip to something, or somebody knows that you are intuitively picking up on them. 707, as I say, that's the house of relationships. So it was at 14.5. So maybe somebody that got kids with somebody, I don't know, it could be parents, siblings, something like that. Anyways, the unseen house. I heard spiritual guidance. I hear grandma, auntie, uncle as the time turned. All right, the one behind the four. Yeah, there's a particular person that knows that they just can't explain how you know. But they know that they know that you know. I'm also getting those that thought they knew now see that you know more than what you say, than what you show, even what you speak. Someone is seeing you for who you actually divinely truly are. I'm hearing that they are intimidated by your sight. So of just looking upon you, like looking at you, you could be like just you don't give off like scary people energy or whatever, but like your aura is magnifying. Like it's it's big. You got big energy type stuff, right? So this aura that's exuding out of you is, I feel like for a lot of y'all don't even know that y'all do this. So it just happens. And then you just like, oh, I didn't realize, like you be forgetting what you look like or something. I don't know. I tend to do that a lot. I just be I put on clothes. I'm like, oh, I like this, and then forget that I don't forget I got on what I got on, but like, I'm not doing it for approval. I'm not doing it just to be like, oh, I like it. No, I'm just this is what I want to dress like. This is what I feel like. Anyways, so so let's see who you truly divinely are. I'm hearing that they are intimidated by your sight. I heard the word insight. So asking a question is significant. Is the question you ask that has it's the question you asked. It's a question you asked, right? Or a question was asked about you. A particular specific question was asked about you. And based off that question, somebody knows that you know more than what you say that you know. Or maybe vice versa. Take the message how it resonates. Also, take the messages how they resonate. This may not be for everybody. Just okay. Don't get your pennies in a bunch now. All right, get discernment. That it's not for everybody. Cool. Mind your spiritual business. Um, I heard the word insight. So asking a question is significant. The question you ask that has someone's ears perked up, to say the least, and to say the least, and they now know that you are aware there's some kind of secret that is trying to stay hidden. You are discovering a truth someone does not want you to know. It could be something about a community of people. I'm hearing the word no contact. So there are people that you haven't spoken to. The question you're asking a person, they know you know something. Correct I heard the word correction. Oh, correction. I said the word correction. Correction. They know you know everything. They don't know how you know. As I say this, I'm seeing a person scratching their head on the left side, and I proceeded to scratch my head on the same side, like someone is like, wow, like like what I'm figuring it out, something like that. I don't know. We gonna keep going. Confirmation. They don't know how you know. As I say this, I'm seeing a person scratch their head on the left side, and I proceed to scratch my head on the left side in confusion. Like I'm in confusion. Like, oh my god, like how did you know? Like, like that, like shock and disbelief and shit. Spirit is making you well aware of what is coming next. Your perspective on the shift I believe is scaring the fuck out of someone. So your perspective of how you're seeing something, or maybe your insight on something, is scaring the fuck out of somebody, because they're like, how the fuck you are able to see that and I couldn't see that? Like, who are you? What are you? Like, are you really one of them type shits? Anyways, let me go on. I'm writing, so I had to reiterate in the notes that I'm writing this out a voice text, so that way when I read it out loud, like y'all know that like it's voice text. Um, there's a question mark. Okay, so boom, there was a question mark that came after what I had said. It was a question mark, so someone is left in confusion. So someone is like, either someone or something. I want to say, just take the messages how they resonate, y'all. Okay, so like just like do your thing, right? But there is something coming in, that some sort of communication is coming in, and with that communication, someone's gonna know that you are well aware of something. This could be said communication. Keep that in mind. Am I glitchy, by the way? I just want to make sure I'm not glitchy. Just want to make sure I'm not glitchy. Are we good? Am I good? You good? Am I glitchy? Am I straight? Hold on. Am I glitchy? Can y'all see me? I just want to make sure, because I I'm by a particular part of the area. It's not much connection. Cool. Yeah. All right. Bet. All right. All right. All right. Cool. 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 Okay. What? I am glitchy. I'm glitching. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Very, very, very much. Okay. So, yeah, Spirit is making you well aware of what's to come next. Your perspective on the shift is, I believe, is scaring the fuck out of someone who was unable to see what was coming next. I am I'm voice recording this. There's a question mark applied to the end of the statement, which is what was coming next, clarifying. Indeed, you are aware of what's to come. The message is going to be a clear answer to someone. I'm feeling more of a prying energy on your side. They want to see how much you know, and what how much you know, what all you know, and how you know what you know. I'm hearing is unfortunate, and I say this, and as I say that, I see diagonal lines. So I was seeing like a frequency in the air, and it was like this. Yeah. So like this, like how my fingers are, but like imagine like you see like in between where my fingers are is like there's like a shadow space, and in between my fingers is light space. So that's what the diagonal lines looked like. Like, but it was gray and black though. Like I literally saw that with my eyes. Like it was with my eyes. Anyways, from the left side to the right side. So now I'm thinking about the brain hemispheres, the left side of the brain, the right side of the brain. The left side of the brain is logical, the right side of the brain is intuitive. Someone is trying to make logical sense of your intuition, or this could be about a message being like, okay, so this could be, hold on, this could be a message to not make logical sense of something of the spirit. Um, that's what I was talking about. The perspective shift. It's a shift in perspective. Like, yeah, that happened, but and I put in the notes that for those that know what I'm talking about, or did I say this? I just said this out loud. I was just like, for those that know, this message will be for exactly the people that it's meant for. Like those that know this, like this is your message. You know this is your message. And I'm letting you know, I'm putting you hip, that they know you hip. They know you've been hip. They want to know how long you've been hip. They want to know how did you know, what do you use, who do you go to, where do you go to go get the information you get. It's like someone is trying to gather information on you so they can see how you are going to move next because you keep catching them up. Like intuition, like on that, like on point, like you don't miss. Even like when you're by yourself. Like I have this happen all the time. I tell people this shit all the time. I tell a TikTok collective. By the way, if you are here from TikTok, I can't log back into my account for some reason. So I think that spirit's way of redirecting me to here. So if you can let people know, I don't know if how I don't know. Maybe they'll figure it out. I don't know, but I can't log back into that account for some reason. They won't let me. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just letting you know if you're from the TikTok collective. Anyways, going back to the reading or to the message. Um, Not to make logical sense of something, of the spirit of something of source. There's a perspective shift that is needing to occur. I heard for you and collective hands on deck. Okay, hands are significant. So this Gemini energy is very significant. Okay, so Gemini hemispheres, left side of the brain, right side of the brain, hands, feet, all all hands on deck. It's yeah, yeah. Like I said, for those that know, they know this message is for them. But if you don't know this message is for you, this message is for you. Okay, and I could be on here just talking to myself. I can't even really see how many people in here. I'm probably talking to myself. I don't know, but the message gonna get to whoever it get to, where whoever it needs to get to. Anyways, um, hands are wake up, body shivered as I came to the conclusion that I okay, so boom, perspective shift needed to occur. I heard for you and collective all hands on deck. Hands are significant. I heard wake up call. My body shivered as I came to the conclusion that indeed the message needs to be delivered. There is a groundbreaking shift underway. Okay? Mind you, I finished this note at 9:11 in the morning. There's a groundbreaking shift. These are people want to know, how is it you know what you know? When did you know what you know? And yeah, anyways, I'm hearing the words, no one is gonna like what you're gonna say, but you gotta say it. There's a push to say something is very important. There's multiple people in your community, city. I want to say state, but it seems like the whole world in a way. I'm hearing it starts in your background. I'm being reminded of a reading I did months ago, okay? Where I said that changes are happening, but it starts in your backyard first, and it helps you see to a degree what the world shift is shifting, what the world is shifting into. Uh, Someone is intimidated by your foresight. They are unaware of how you are so aware. I'm hearing again clear communication, direct communication. I'm seeing a scenario where the communicate, the communicate, the communicator is talking to the communicated, meaning so the communicator is talking to the communicated. Now the communicated is speaking back. I'm hearing the word lolly divine messages, and I'm also hearing interferences and integration. And I heard the word interference, and then I wanted to say integration, but I heard no, I said interference, but the word that I wanted to say was inter. What was it? Dang, I just had it. Interference. So I said the word interference. I meant to say um, integration, but as I say that, a door slams. A door slams. There is an equilibrium, so a balance. I don't want to say issue, but it's turbulent. The ego and the spirit, logic and intuition. Be wary of trauma responses because now this is where it gets spicy. Okay, it gets spicy. Beware of trauma responses. Think before acting. As I say that, it's 8:51 in the morning. 8:51. There is a change in the daily habits and routine, referring to the 5 and the 1 being a 6. And then once I got that, it was like boom. That's so eighth house, sixth house energy is significant. Um, the number is 1 and 5 break down to 6, 8. The six there is a shift in daily habits and routine. I said that. I'm also hearing taboo. The change is happening in the field of entertainment. The fifth house, I feel I need to come back to this particular part of the message, just not right now. So a retrograde. So that's what the energy felt like when I was saying that out loud. It was like it feels like I'm needing to like pick up like back where I left off, but hold on, but I'll be right back. Fifth house, I feel like I need to come back to this particular part of the message, just not right now. So a retrograde energy is present. I'm now recalling messages I've done in the past with my collective. I heard understanding. There is direction being taken, but they're being given from the divine. So divine guidance through and through. I'm seeing light. I'm seeing lines lay. I'm seeing lines lay across. Lies may be significant, or ley lines may be significant, but lies may be significant. There is a secret someone doesn't want you to know, want you to say out loud. It's almost as if they are trying to keep you silent. I heard interference again as I'm seeing these lines go horizontal. So again, frequent. So maybe it could be like a frequency interference going on. Maybe you're trying to like tap into like maybe like let's say you're meditating or something, and you keep having the interference. That's on purpose. The interference is on purpose. It's trying to knock you off on purpose. So just stay focused. Just whatever. Keep grounded. Interference again. I'm seeing the horizontal lines go horizontal. I immediately picked up the energy of stagnancy, staying still in one place. There is a great deal of movement, though. This is the thing. Back to that roller coaster. Why, Anyways, but there is an outside interference saying, stay right here. Stay still. I'm being drawn back to a dream I had where I was told after having clear communication with a spaceship, the mothership to be exact, right? I heard, don't get off the front porch. When pertaining to these two dogs, they were two Rottweilers, and I was stepping off of the porch. The Rottweilers began to snarl and drool. They did not move towards me the closer I got to them. It was me that got like the closer I got to them, the scarier they looked. I should say they got more scarier, right? So there is indefinitely there's definitely an interference, mind you. In the dream that I had, the spaceships and the motherships came to the drones. The drones made it look scary. They made it look scary. They made it look scary. They made it look scary. Okay, it's not what you think. It's about your perspective. It's about how you seeing it. It's about how you're digesting it. Be mindful. Okay, That goes for tarot. That goes for everything. Anything taboo, anything classified in society as taboo. Be mindful, because I'm being drawn to a reading I was listening to. 747 of 747. Somebody knows that you know what they did. If you are into the crafts and shit, they know that you know what they did. They're scared as fuck because they're like, how the fuck you're not in contact with this person? You don't be around these people or anything. How did you know? How did you know that in detail too? How did you know? Anyways, in Friends with Virginia, drones made it look scary. The drones are like flying dogs in the sky, whatever. The mothership. Okay, yeah. The mothership told me directly, right? And this is what the mothership told me in my dream directly. Mind you, this is the same day I first took I did EMT. Definitely confirmed what I already know, which is why I really didn't want to do it because I feel like I already knew. But I'm like, I didn't know. I'll be knowing shit. I don't know how I know shit. I just be knowing shit. Okay, just know I'll be knowing shit. Just take my word for it. Okay, I'm being real honest. I don't like lying. It feels icky. The fuck I need to lie for. Anyways, um, the drones made it look scary. The dogs flying in the sky. The mothership told me directly, "We mean no harm. We are here to get our stuff, and we are leaving." That's what they communicated to me. I communicated that to this person that I was with in the dream. They asked me, how did I know that? I said, they told me directly. Someone does not want me to express it. They want people to turn away from the divine messengers, the ones that are communicating with the planets, the outer realms. I'm hearing the words, they have found us. They've been found. That's why they're giving us these messages to tell other people that cannot see what we see. So the seers are, yeah, it's all hands on deck. Shit getting real. Um, Not real like that, but like we cooling because we already know what's we maneuver. Da, 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 da. It's and also it's people watching you that you would least expect that's watching you, and they're trying to figure out how are you ducking and dodging all of this stuff this throughout all the chaos. And it's like, well, because you have inner guidance, you are aligned to your divine purpose. If you are a seer, your divine purpose is to guide others. So you are definitely within the realms of your, I wouldn't say the word manuscript. I don't look. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's in the manuscripts. Okay, boom. So we doing our job. So people ain't gonna like it. You gonna hear a lot of flack about it. People not gonna want to listen to you. You're gonna have to take that on the chin, G. You're gonna see a lot of people go places that you would least expect because they did not fucking listen. And you were being so for real. You were so genuine, honest. You people thought you was crazy. People were saying you just making shit up. People saying, oh, you calling on the devil because you playing with motherfucking cards, where they don't realize they doing the same shit with the Bible. How you go to a church and the pastor tell you, oh, God told me today to tell you this message. I'm doing the same fucking thing, except I'm not at a pulpit. I'm on YouTube and I got tarot cards. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the crowds and shit. Whoever listen to the message, listen to the message. If you don't listen, I can't. There's nothing I can do. Okay, I was told to say da 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 da, and I did my thing. All right, not like no, but also this is definitely reminding me of the Book of Luke for sure. Anyways, moving along. Um, they want people to turn away from the divine messengers, the ones that are communicating with the planets, the outer realms. I'm hearing the words, they have found us. They've been found. That's why they're giving us these messages to tell other people that cannot see what we see. I'm getting this. I want to call it a sensation of a scenario. I know, weird, right? In a particular TV show called The Magic School Bus. How Miss Frizzle always knew and is talking to these children on a magic school bus, right? On a magic school bus ride. And on the ride, they learn hands on Deck. Hands on deck. Hands on deck. And look at that. I know damn well they see me over here doing something. Anyways, I'ma just we just gonna rock with it. Fuck it. But yeah, so TV show Miss Frizzle talk about the mention. They learn hands on things, work how they work and see and how they work. Right, they learn hands on like how they work. Um, I'm seeing this the scene inside of the human body, and I'm seeing a scene from the TV show where Miss Frizzle is explaining to the children on oh yeah, what, like, she's explaining to them what she, what's going on, and showing them like, oh, so that's what it looks like, oh, da, 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 right. So then I get this message. I'm also picking up on a particular skeptic. Be mindful of that motherfucker. That's your Judas, low key. They seen you do the shit, but they still skeptical. We not doing what happened before. This time, you know who the fuck they are. Get them up out the way, bro. Move, do what you gotta do. Okay? If you gotta play the game, play chess, not checkers. All right? Do what you gotta do, but get the fuck away from the motherfucker. Okay? They act like they ain't heard what you said or seen what the fuck was going on. All right, cool. Keep playing stupid. Keep playing stupid. Dang it. Made me know. Never mind. That's your fault. How you doing? No, no. Okay. I'm also picking up a particular skeptic. It's fear. I didn't mean to say I fear, but I said in the message, voice text, I fear. I didn't mean to say I fear, but um, it is fear. I'm also being drawn to the perspective of the children being different aspects of what I see in human expression. So there's literally, okay, the ego. And I mean, when I say literally, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what the fuck you're not missing a beat, all right? You own it. Clock. It's like clock. You own it. You own the clock. We own the clock. You know it's like clockwork. When I say the flesh, I'm literally talking about those of the flesh. You know that like zombie movies? Yeah, it's about to get gnarly. Like no, like I know how people used to, oh, people act like zombies. No. I don't, and I'm not talking about actual zombies neither. No. The world will be looking a lot different for those of us who pay attention. It's gonna be like a stench, like a funk in the air, bro. No Michael Jackson, no Thriller, okay. I, but you will know it's like a spiritual thing. If you tapped in, you really tapped in, you will know what the fuck. So I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. 3320, so 33T, 33T, 332. Clear communication, bro. I heard piggy bank. Put that in your memory bank. Anyways, keep that in your memory bank. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Um, I'm also be drawn to perspective of the human aspects. I want to say human expression. I heard the word reptilian. So the reptilian mind is this, and in the spiritual mind are in a battle. Gemini energy, communication, Virgo details, a change and shift of perspective, an internal message. I heard clock. I heard clock, but I said message. Um, the time is currently 8:58. This shift is more like a death and rebirth. There's this change that needs to happen before the rebirth occurs. There is a backtracking first before the shift, before the fourth shift, like forward shift. So it feels like things are not moving, but if you look beyond what you can see with these eyes, you can see things are working out in your favor. So let's say, and I know it sounds dumb as fuck. I'm not sound dumb as hell. If you lose your job, y'all break up, somebody stops talking to you, they ghost you, take that as a sign. Things are shifting and moving. Let them go. You're about to see some people do some shite, some shit because they are what we would define as lost. What some Christians would say I would be lost. I would say that. Put it like in that perspective too. Also, people who once thought you were a lost soul are now finding out they were the ones truly lost. They don't know. They don't know nothing. They thought you was dumb and naive, that you were just out here. Nah. No. That's Christ energy. That's what you picking up on. And that was confirmed to me in my DMT trip. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying now. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it was fun. The first, I was giggling. I was talking a lot, like how when I channel messages. That's exactly what it feels like. That's crazy work. I know. But yeah, even recently I did it again on a cart though. But I did it again and it was like the same thing. I'm keep seeing visual messages as if I'm channeling. I've always done this my entire life. So we gonna keep going. Anyways, Gemini organisms. A shift of perspective. 858. This is shift more like birth, death, and rebirth. The change needs to happen before this birth rebirth occurs. There is a backtracking first. Okay, make basically everything's working out in your favor. Like it's just a perspective shift, basically. The community that is in the most fear would be the ones that fall off the roller coaster. When I say community, I'm talking about frequency. And I was now I'm no, I was listening to this song earlier, and I was thinking about what I said when I had put this on the notes. But I'm thinking about the song now because it makes sense. What community feel the only ones that they the only ones serving. So it's groups of people that serve communities and groups of people that represent people and shit like that, whatever. They're about to fall the fuck off. And why they're gonna fall the fuck off is because they're not gonna have energy to pull from. They don't know what's coming. They don't know what to do next. They don't know what's the next big whatever. Like for instance, let's say if this is like you in a workforce and your job is to be a community fucking or just like just a work community. You're like, oh, we should do something like this, or you're being innovative or whatever, and you got a lot of people giving you flag. Okay, cool. Let them do what they're gonna do, and just let it happen. Shit, you may learn something about yourself. You gonna learn something about other people. You gonna learn some. You may learn that you maybe was wrong, but you was right about something. But it helped lead you to breadcrumbing you to your inner self, more intimate with your intuition type shit. It's about your perspective on how you digest it all, either or and I should say. Anyways, they're going to be throwing themselves off the roller coaster while the roller coaster is in motion. It is very important right now. Do not psych yourself out. There is an adversarial energy playing on the psyche of those who are not fully aware. Okay? Those who know what I mean by fully aware will know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I said this whole message, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Heard falling off the bandwagon. So there are people that may have been mocking collective, copying what they know collective does in or do on a day-to-day basis. Okay? I'm getting that someone did not know how you actually are tapped in, and they're finding out the way that you're tapped in the hardest way, and it's drawing up a lot of fear. I'm seeing the word distance, but it's in my face. Like someone wants to deny what they're looking at so motherfucking hard. It's like they can't, but they keep denying it. I'm also getting like people are seeing what you're saying, and there's somebody who's a skeptic that's trying to get people to not pay attention to you because you're speaking to you. You make it too much sense. It's not what they're doing. It ain't rocking no more. What you doing is rocking hard as fuck because it's real as shit. It's coming from a raw source. Like type shit. Like people frown upon raw diamonds. They like the pretty cleaned up ones. But then when you find out where that diamond came from, would you still want that clean souped up diamond on your finger? Some people will say no. Some people will say yes because it's still a diamond. But then you gotta think about it like this: how much worth do you put in a diamond? Because apparently, in some places, diamonds are not worth anything. So perspective shifts, right? Like Whatever. You get what I'm talking about. Anyways, moving along. Someone did not know how you actually are tapped in. They're finding out that you are tapped in the hardest way and is drawing up a lot of fear. I'm seeing the word distance in my face. They want to put distance between us, but they can't ignore the obvious. I've been drawn back to the statement of being intimidated by what you know. The person that was in my dream was confused on how I was basically able to talk to the mothership. Said in the said in this case, I know, except in this case, I know the mothership said it's almost as if someone was wanting you to prove yourself. Someone wants you to prove it to them that you are tapped in, like how you say, "Oh, prove it to me that you know what you're talking about." What you mean, prove it to you? I'm standing right here. That's proof in itself. That's how you standing, like how you come in, like your aura. That's why it's so intimidating. Like people are trying to maybe try to humble you or whatever. Anyways, someone feels that you can't believe you. Someone feels that they can't believe you, or you are now making believers out of people who once did not believe you. There's this change that is happening, and I would and as I say this, it's 9:02. So something about self-worth is very important. Know you someone did not see you how you see yourself, or what you know, I should say, of yourself. And now they're seeing this firsthand. They're afraid of how you know, bro. They're afraid of how you know someone is extremely intimidated by your gifts. Intrigued, yes, but it's the fear mind, the ego, the reptilian brain, the flesh, to say the least, is causing a resistance. This is a resistance in this resistance is normal. It is a human. It is human. Emphasis on human. Someone does not believe that you are human because of how tapped in you are. And crazy thing is, everyone has his gift. And I think it's time for people to start being more aware of this, for people to be more aware of this tapestry. Now, I didn't want to say tapestry. I didn't mean to say tapestry, right? But that's what flew out my mouth. I was called to say tapestry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was called to say tapestry. As I say tapestry, I was. This phone is ringing up. The phone is ringing upstairs. As I said that word out loud, the phone started ringing upstairs. That was confirmation. The time is now. It's 9:03, and when it was 9:03, I heard the message that the phone has been ringing, but no one's picking up. But the ones that are picking up are the ones that are delivering the messages. The reasons why I came to this conclusion was because the tapestry is calling every single being. I'm being told to recall the Schumann resonance. So if you're not hip on the Schumann resonance, it's literally the vibration of Earth. And every time it spikes, all the seers, everybody that's sensitive to frequencies, you we back, we back. Thumbs up, bro. Somebody tell me something. Somebody let me know something. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see what's going on? We good? Much great. Okay, cool. So if y'all not hip, are we good? Now, are we good? They really don't want me to get this message out. That interference, yeah. hmm So there's a lot of talk about Earth being on a new frequency. There's a new Earth. We are on a new Earth. Those that can sense the change are prepared because they are the first wave, the direction givers. They know the way. This is the particular message that is most important overall. is that those who did not do the spiritual work is going to be pain. When I say painstakingly obvious, I mean that shit. Painstakingly obvious. You touching shit, you doing shit, you going to places, you practicing things, you calling on deity. Oh yeah, you gonna know. You gonna know. You gonna know for sure. Let me hurry up and get these messages out before I lose connection again. All right. See, in flow. Yeah. By the water too. Oh shit. Hold on. All right. All right. Let's see what the messages we have for collective. The messages that we have for collective. So there's a connection that has been severed because of this now information that's been coming out to you. Um, it's like a source is trying to feed off of you. I was picking that up earlier. I even heard it in readings, and it's crazy what I said about that fear. I heard it earlier in readings, but of course I already know this. It's just I have to bring it to the collective on the frequency that we're on. All right, you know what I'm saying? But I said, anyways, mm, 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 mm. Someone is like, ooh wee. So back to that siphoning energy, like I was saying, someone is now they're trying to get they want to know how you know this intimidating them. Okay, you just in this flow. They bitter about this shit. Okay, well y'all baby y'all be careful, bro. Be careful around who you got around you. You better put your discernment glasses on. They're angry at your intuition. I don't know how somebody could be mad at something that they even have. Maybe it's because they've been trying to do something to you. What I said, they've been trying to do something to you to gain, to gather, to eat. They need a frequency off of you. And when you're tapped in the source, they cannot feed off of you. But you are a very valuable source of energy when they can. Mm-hmm. Creative energy. I'm picking up on the color orange. Yep. Illumination. Someone's hiding something. Yeah. Someone doesn't want to be seen for their lack of faith. So this could be okay. I heard somebody of the faith. I wanted to say of the cloth. So somebody could be Catholic, or the Catholic could be significant. Cathedral. Ooh, somebody tried to throw you off. And then they keep like I said, somebody could be throwing spell work at you. They keep trying to figure out like if not spell work, let's say somebody just like throwing evil eye. You know what I'm saying? Evil eye could be anything. Evil eye could be somebody just like talking shit about like your clothes. When in actuality they wish they had what you had. That's you know what I'm saying. Look at that. Breaking chains, you breaking cycles. You said fuck that. Just leave you're doing something different, which is good. But it's different it's this different is bad for somebody else because they was getting off on you. But I said this different is good for you, but it's bad for somebody else. They're unable to go and do what the fuck they was able to do before because yeah, they can't do that shit no more. They can't do it no more. You gonna pick up on it. Chariot in reverse. That's the Knight of Cups in reverse. No movement. Stillness. What I said about that stillness energy. Yep. What I said about that stillness energy. You call somebody's insecurities out. I heard it was like verbatim. I heard verbatim. We got the Queen of Swords, the Empress card, and the Lover's card. So this is the Empress in reverse. This is the Queen of Swords in upright. You called their ass out immediately. Sun card, the Star card. Somebody then saw you for who you truly are. They was like, oh shit. You really one of those? Yes. What made you think I wasn't? Please explain to me. Please. I know there's a lot of people out here that do shiesty shit, but I ain't one of them. Okay, King of Cups, like I said, integral as fuck. You know how to play with these games. Not even it ain't even a game. You don't even play about it. You're not childish. You're not immature. You're very mature and well grounded. Okay. Somebody is trying to come up against someone who is emotionally, I want to say emotionally tapped in, or also stable. I'm also getting like mature, emotionally mature. Sun card and the Page of Wands. This person could find you attractive, or you could be discovering someone finds you attractive. They have for a long time, or you've been in this energy for a long ass time. Somebody's just not finding out. Hell yeah, because they thought they knew you. They didn't know. Somebody thought that it was in. They thought, ooh, somebody was being told to stop doing whatever the fuck this was. This is the Magic card. They were warned to leave this shit alone, and they ain't listen. This could be you, like you could be the guide. So this is you being the guide, or just being more aware, or seeing something on a greater scale, or even I'm hearing somebody's plans have been disrupted. They've been foiled. I keep hearing it every time I do a reading. It's like, oh man, my plan's been foiled. Oh, I'll get you again. I'll get you next time, He-Man. Like, nigga, the fuck? What I said? Oh, I'll get you next time, He-Man. Get your Skeletor ass the fuck up out of here. Ongoing, bro. Bro. How you be doing that? How you think? How you think? How you think? No, for real. How you think? No, for real. How you think? How you think? What's that? Hangman. And upright, though. The enlightened one. In my power. Check the infinity symbol. Anyways, this shit crazy work. Anyways, let's move on. All right. Justice. So I heard being called to justice. So somebody, this is energy of like someone trying to serve. What the fuck? Ooh wee. It's only right for you to come out of. So somebody. So the person that's scared. Ooh wee. Because they know you. They know something has definitely changed about you. That's what I'm saying. You know. These people, they know that you know what they did. Now they know who you really are. You are truly. So you may have been like. So these people feel like they've been tricked. They feel like you tricked them. Okay. The reason why they feel that you tricked